Skadoosh, skadoosh. Welcome back to the channel, my ninjas. I am good old-fashioned Joey Moss. That's right, good old-fashioned, huh? We're going to crack open the core set 2019. I want to address something really quick. So Jim Davis, I made a video earlier. Jim Davis reportedly stating on his Twitter that there were 2 copies of Dark Confidant that he was asked to sign at an event. And those were purchased from TCG Player. And they were counterfeit copies, is what this young chap, or what Jim Davis informed the person when he looked over the Dark Confidant cards. And he asked the kid, well, where'd you get these from? And the kid said, oh, I got them from TCGplayer.com. So Jim went and made a little Twitter, a tweet, if you will, and shared that with people. Well. Little did we find out down the road, the person that told Jim where he got the cards from was full of crap. They were not purchased on TCG Player. Thus, I am retracting what I said earlier. I didn't really say anything negative about TCG Player. All I said was that it can occur anywhere. In any marketplace where people sell stuff, you know. There can be thievery about. There can be tricks about. There can be counterfeits about. And all that good stuff. So you just got to keep an eye out. You know, anytime you're dealing with don't steal. If you do, soap drops, people's pants drop, nasty things go on in the prison cells. You don't want to be the last one bent over. You don't want to be the first one either. You don't even want to go to prison. So in other words, don't steal. Bitch, it'll happen to you. Now you know. Lesson be learned. And don't create fraudulent cards either and sell them in marketplaces. Be a douchebag your whole life. 6, 5, way off. Dang it. One day we'll get there. So yeah, long story short, I ended up deleting the video just to get rid of it. There's no point in it being there anymore. Once I started doing a bit more research, what Jim needs to do is really delete that. Jim needs to delete his tweet about TCG Player and the fraud cards because it's just not accurate. And anyone who doesn't sit there and read the entire thread is just going to view it and say, oh, TCG Player's got counterfeit cards again, which it's not the first time it's happened. So just throwing it out there. Yeah, they might want to go ahead and yeah, do something about that there, Jim. Maybe delete it. It'd probably be the best move to make. But because he's over with Star City Games or whatever, odds of him deleting that are slim to 0. Slim to none. He's not going to do a thing about it. Infernal Reckoning, just because they're competitors of one another. Infernal Reckoning, all up in the piece. Oh, pulls a Liliana contract. Kadoosh! Freaking blows the load. We didn't say nothing bad. Liliana's contract enters the battlefield. You draw 4 cards and you lose 4 life. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 4 or more demon cards with different names, you win the game. Nice. Pulled the foil off rip. We are going to take that. Liliana's contract, nice and shiny foil. Get a load of that. Get a load. Get a load of that, man. Unbelievable. Unstinking believable. Will you look at that? Got the despair, got the trunk, got the trunk. There's no despair here, Mr. Moss. Shut it, Bobby. Vine Mare, always welcome. It's like 50 cents for that good old Vine Mare. Solid card, I must say. Solid card. Heroic Reinforcements. All right. The Haromancer's Cage. These cards are always all poopy. Smearage of the ink, man. Djinn of Wishes is our rare slot. Nothing spectacular going on in our rare slot, I must say. We've seen better, we've seen worse. We definitely have. I was going to rhyme that with something, but I don't know. Anytime I start doing that, I end up swearing, and bad things happen. You don't want none of that. Root Snare, Arcane Encyclopedia, Knightly Valor, a Regal Bloodlord, Supreme Phantom. Solid card, other spirits you control get +1/+1. You know what's crazy? When Core 2019 first hit the scene, every rare was $1 or less. Every single rare. I think there was maybe 1 that was over the buck range, or maybe 2 at that time of release. Now there's like a good 8 or 9 cards over the $1, maybe 10. And it's starting to pick up some speed here. Bam! Pulls the Liliana, untouched by death. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, we just did it. Ah! Okay. Shh, calm down. It's not that serious. Yeah, it is. We just pulled Liliana. Shut up. Got the 4-drop. Put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. If at least one of them is a zombie card, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Target creature gets -X, max X on end of turn, where X is the number of zombies you control. -3, you may cast zombie cards from your graveyard this turn. As you know, I do run quite a few of these Lilianas when I do my little battlings here and there on Magic the Gathering Arena. Tormenting Voice, go away, you. Go away. Go away. Okay. We then have Invoke the Divine. Stitcher's Supplier. I love that artwork. It's such a nasty, like, little serial killer thing going on there, you know? Freaking deaking. Gift of Paradise. Departed Deckhand. Prodigious Growth. Not the best rare in the world. It'll never be the best rare in the world. But it's not bad. Enchanted creature gets +7/+7 and has trample. You know why that card sucks? That card sucks because there's cards out there. I guess, you know what, it would combo nicely with some other cards. But there's cards out there, that beast or the elephant that's plus, he's an 8/8. And he gives all other creatures trample. Just throw that in your deck, okay? You don't need your prodigious growth here. I don't see this card ever getting real play. If anyone does play it in a deck, it's strictly out of pity for the card and just to play the card. That's really it. Moving forward. Forest, all up in the piece. So now you know. I hope y'all learned a valuable lesson here. Don't steal and don't play prodigious growth. And use an elephant. And everything will be better for you in life. And also, stuff happens in marketplaces. But if you were to sell something fraudulent on like TCG Player or on eBay, 1, it's going to come back to bite you in the butt. And 2, they will refund you of your money. There's buyer protection on all these online stores for sure. So keep that in mind. Even if something does slip through the cracks, you're still going to be able to get your money back and not be the one losing in the end. Fraying Omnipotence, there you go. Each player loses half their life, then discards half the cards in their hand, then sacrifices half the creatures they control. Round up each time. Round up each time. There you go. Got the Dragon token and the Kobold Ravager. They printed so many Bolus Ravager tokens, it's stupid. I don't know why they did that. They printed like way too many. Like, they're just sitting there taunting people with the card. Like, you want this card, but you didn't pull it. Ha 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 ha. Like, that's not even nice. Like, don't do that, Wizards. It's not nice to do it to people. Aether Tunnel. Gargoyle Sentinel. Runic Armasaur. Not too bad. Not too great. No, it's nothing spectacular. Are you running any Armasaurs in your deck? I'd love to hear about that. Whenever an opponent activates the ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability, you may draw a card. I could see that doing something. I could see it going up a little bit. You know, it's in the right deck. Any card works well in the right deck. I'll tell you that. Except for Stormcrow. Stormcrow doesn't go good in any deck. Fountain of Renewal. Skyrider Patrol. Leonin War Leader. I do like this card. It's fun whenever your Leonin War Leader attacks. Create 2 1/1 white kitty creature tokens with lifelink that are tapped and attacking. And a Meandering River. Skidink Skadoosh. I don't know why, but I'm feeling extremely warm today in my house. I don't know why, but crikey, mate, it is extremely warm today. Oh, I'm wearing a hoodie. Well, that answers that. Now we all know, Mr. Moss. You idiot. You idiot! Okay, here we go. Moving forward. Walking Angel of the Dawn. Viashinol Hydromancer. Salvager of Secrets. Also, something I wanted to point out really quick before this video wraps up. A lot of people are like, man, why don't you make a rotation-proof deck? I don't think that's a good idea there, Bob. There's no reason to make anything rotation-proof because when it rotates out, there's going to be a whole new set of cards that are going into that. So rotation-proof decks will never see the light of day. And if you play a rotation-proof deck, the deck is not good. I've tried this myself. I've tested this on Arena with rotation-proof decks. again and again and again, they're simply not good, and they lose every time to the deck similar to them that's not rotation proof. The only reason rotation proofs exist is maybe so you can upgrade those decks into whatever the new set is. Really, they're just not good. I didn't bother wasting my time. I tried it. I did waste time. I wasted 3 hours building several different decks, and every single deck with rotation proof is just not good. I don't know what else there is to say. They're just not good because they're lacking support of better cards that do exist in Standard, and you can play them. When they rotate out, that's fine, but you're getting a whole new set of cards into Standard. Does that make sense? I hope it does for a lot of you. So these rotation decks, I have rotation-proof decks. I have no faith in them. They're just not good decks. There's no point in putting them together because you'll never play with them in a tournament, ever. Ever. Period. End of story. So there's that. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. The only reason I brought that up is because people were asking me, you know, hey, will you please, you know, do some rotation-proof decks? No. I'm sorry. The answer is no. There's just no reason to do them. There's no point. That's it. Okay. As always, guys, PLA.